Hello, great minds. I want to welcome you to another class. Don't forget, this topic is actually for YR5 students, 500 level students, and we are still on the course Management Information System. And the last time we met, we talked about information system development. I remember we addressed that, and I talked about what an information system development is. I said it talks about the process of planning, creating, testing, and implementing an information system in order to meet the needs of an organization. I wouldn't want you to forget that. Okay, we talked about the stages of information system development. I remember I mentioned that we cannot talk about the stages unless we understand the concept of SDLC. Okay, that's talking about system development life cycle, and I said it's about the stages, all right, involved in developing what we call an information system. You understand? When you follow a particular structural approach, okay, to develop an information system, all right, the process of taking those structural approach in developing an information system, we call that process system development life cycle. That's the SDLC. And remember, I told you we have different stages. We looked at the stages one after the other. The first stage we talked about was problem identification. The second stage we talked about system analysis. The third stage we talked about system design. The fourth stage we looked at system development. The fifth stage we talked about system testing. The sixth stage we looked at system deployment. The seventh stage we talked about system maintenance. And all these I painstakingly explained, giving constructive examples. So today we are moving ahead. All right, still on information system development. We'll be looking at the different methodologies. But what are these methodologies I can use to implement what a wonderful and outstanding and standardized system development, information system development. Okay, so the first method we'll be talking about is the waterfall model. I said the first method we're talking about is the waterfall model. Now, what do we mean by the waterfall model? It's a method that is linear and sequential. Okay, that is to say, in developing this information system, we need to do it linearly and sequentially. Okay, now it's actually suitable for projects with well defined requirements. You understand? Example is the traditional system development second what stages. Okay, don't forget that. So in waterfall model, I'm implementing, all right, an information system development structurally. Okay, and I'm doing it linearly and sequentially. When I do that, okay, when I try to develop an information system and I do it linearly and sequentially, we call this approach, we call it the waterfall model. Okay, so that takes me to the second model, which is called the agile method. The second method is the agile method. This method is repetitive and it's incremental. Okay, it's a kind of iterative and incremental development of an information system development. That is, this method, as I said, is iterative, underline that word, and it is incremental. You do it iteratively and incrementally in trying to build up a structure, a pattern in which you are developing your information system. Don't forget that, okay? And it focuses on what we call collaboration, flexibility, and even customer feedback. You understand? Example is your popular Scrum. That's your Scrum framework. So do not forget what the agile methodology talks about. I said it focuses on an iterative and incremental developmental process or structure. You are developing an information system, doing it what? Iteratively and incrementally. You understand? We call that the agile methodology. That's the second methodology. Third is what we call prototyping. Now, when we talk about the method of information system development called prototyping, what do you mean? You are trying to build a prototype or a working model, you understand, that you can use, all right, for user feedback before full development. Okay, you are doing it either virtually or electronically. It is not actually real. It's called prototyping. You are building a working prototype for user feedback before full development. We call this prototyping. It's a kind of methodology in developing an information system, okay? And it is suitable for systems with what we call unclear requirements. You don't really know the requirements. You understand? You can use prototyping. So in case there is an error, you can easily make corrections. So we call that prototyping. I said prototyping talks about you building a working prototype or a model, okay, for user feedback before full development. Please don't forget this. Now, that will take us to the fourth method. You understand? The fourth methodology in information system development. The fourth methodology is known as RAD. RAD is an acronym, that's RAD, that stands for Rapid Application Development. Now, what does it do? It's a kind of information system methodology that emphasizes on quick development and delivery. It gives you an avenue for you to develop an information quickly. You understand? It's in a matter of some few minutes you're done. Okay, so it emphasizes on quick development and what? And delivery. Your goal is like a shortcut to developing an information system. It uses what we call the minimal planning and iterative design. Okay, so do not forget that. That's why it is called rapid, something fast, something quick, something you can easily take shortcuts on. Okay, we call that rapid application development. Okay, so I'm trying to develop an information system. I'm emphasizing on quick development and delivery. So we call that RAD, the rapid application development. That will take us to the last methodology, which is known as the spiral model. Now, what exactly is the spiral model? It's also a methodology used in developing an information system. Do not forget that. Now, in terms of from the word spiral, it combines what we call iterative development with risk assessment. Two things are combined. They are intertwined. You understand? It's a combination of what we call the repetitive or the iterative development with what we call the risk assessment. All the risks involved, you are combining it with the iterative development in trying to build your information system. And it is ideal for large and let's say huge, or let me use the word complex project. If you have a big project you understand you want to work on, so it's better you combine the iterative development and also the risk assessment in building or implementing that project. So we call this the spiral model. Please do not forget this. Okay, so these are the 5 stages involved, or the 5 methodologies in building an information system or an information system development. The first method I talked about was the waterfall model. The next I talked about the agile methodology. The third I talked about the prototyping. I love that method so much. The fourth is rapid application development, which is the RAD. I said it emphasizes on quick development and delivery. Then finally, I talked about the spiral model that combines both the iterative development with risk assessment. And I said that it's ideal for huge, complex, gargantuan, or large and complex projects. Okay, so don't forget that. So those are the 5. Number 1 is the waterfall model. Number 2 is the agile methodology. Number 3 is the prototyping. Number 4 is the RAD, the rapid application development, which is the RAD. Number 5 is the spiral model. So that will take us to the challenges in information system development. Number 1 is changing requirements during development. Yes, there's a possibility that during development requirement may change. Don't forget that these are the challenges. Project and time constraint. Yes, the possibility of project and time constraint. You have difficulty in knowing your exact budget and also the time needed to complete the task. Then we have integration with existing system. Okay, you need to find a way to blend it with the present system you have. So it's a challenge. Ensuring system security and data privacy. Okay, it's very key. Then finally, training users effectively. This is a difficult task in trying to train users on how to use these different methodologies. So those are the challenges in information system development. Number 1, I said changing requirement during development. Number 2, I said budget and time constraint. Budget is a key factor. Number 3, I said we have integration with existing systems. Number 4, I said ensuring system security and data privacy. Number 5, I said training users effectively. It's also a serious challenge. Okay. Then finally, we'll be looking at the importance of information system development. Why is this topic so important? Number 1 is that it improves efficiency. That means automate processes and reduces what we call manual work. Nobody wants to work manually in this 21st century. So it makes your work automatic. Okay, it improves efficiency. Number two, it enhances decision making. You understand? It helps you to make decisions very quickly. All right, it provides timely and accurate information. Number three is it facilitates scalability. You know your level, you know your scale, you know your growth, how you're improving. You understand? It supports the organization's what growth. Don't forget that. Then finally, number five, it increases customer satisfaction. Anything that would satisfy my customer, that will increase my customer satisfaction, then I'm going for it. It enhances what we call users experience with optimized system. Don't forget that. We just looked at the importance of information system development. I said number one, it improves efficiency. Number two, it enhances decision making. Number three, it facilitates scalability. Then number four, it increases customer satisfaction. So I think that will be the end of today's video. Alright, so 500 level student, this is meant for you. Don't forget to like and don't forget to share. Okay, I remain your facilitator, Primer Excel. So in our next class, we'll be looking at system control. Thank you.